Greetings and salutations, welcome to another Dragon Barrows video. Of late I've been looking at the terminology idioms and how idioms are a way to say that to someone is an idiot without saying that they're an idiot. I honestly believe that if someone's been an idiot, you gotta tell them that they're an idiot straight to their face. And idioms are idiotic, to be honest with you. Like an underhanded, like an under the table insult, or some weird piece of shit. And let me go through a few idioms. And the first one being the terminology. They are not the top, sharpest tool in the shed. Is a hammer. I look at it like this. To say that they're not the sharpest tool in the shed is saying that hammers are useless. You're saying that spanners are useless. Pliers are useless. Anything that is not to do with a bladed tool is a useless tool. So, really, that is to say that someone's not the top sharpest tool in the shed is frankly a stupid thing to say. Literally a stupid thing to say. For instance, I couldn't have, for me, I look at all tools as equal in their own usages and that. The other day, I seen someone use a sledgehammer to drive in a spike into a ground because they wanted to measure off a set outlines of even tape measures as well. They're not sharp. the idiom the not the sharpest tool in the shed is just a very stupid saying to go, oh, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, mate. Come off it. As I said, I've seen someone use a sledgehammer to hammer in spikes, and they use a tape measure to rule out that section of the property that they want. And I said, wait. I asked them, what are they doing? And they said, oh, we're going to get a backhoe in here, and we just want to find out, how long will it take us to dig out this grass so I can raise it up and put make a front yard garden. And we just don't like cutting the grass, and we just wanted to do a front lawn garden thing. And I said, good luck to you. And they were using non-sharp tools. A hammer is a tool. The sledgehammer is a tool. A measuring tape is a tool. And so is the string. They're not sharp. They are useful instruments. They're useful tools to help that person that I've seen put in a beautiful front garden. They want to know how much compost that they need. They want to know how much topsoil, healthy topsoil that they needed. They want to measure. They even measured off in sections of what flower that they wanted in what area. And they even measured off like a little pathway to get to each area to pull off weeds. Now that's brilliant. If you had to use a chisel to hammer in the spikes, you'd be literally a fucking idiot. They're like like when I helped my father change over replace the rear the rear lights of my father's car. I used a slightly blunt screwdriver. Though it was sharp at one point, but it's become dull in its in how it is. But it was still useful. So yeah, to say not the sharpest tool in the shed is you're proving to yourself that you are ignorant, if not stupid, to the fact that all tools must be sharp for them to be. You say that all tools must be sharp to work. Hammers, they have a blunt. They literally have a blunt face. If you don't have that blunt face, guess what? It'll fall off and it will do damage to you. It's a big flat face that you use to go pop, and it goes song. So to anyone who says, "Oh, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed," you're a fuckwit if you use that saying. And there's another saying, and that is, this next one is someone's. They are a sandwich short of a picnic. How big do you want this bloody picnic? It's mind-boggling that they were like someone would say, "Oh, they're one sandwich short of a picnic." In today's day, literally in today's day and age, that saying means fuck all, means nothing. One of the things that I have a disagreement with this saying is that to say someone is short of a sandwich, like a sandwich short of a picnic, or your French fry short of a thing of chips, it's something stupid, you know. Like, for instance, someone says, "Oh, I'm having a picnic lunch. I'm going to invite my friends, but yet they bring their own food." And with that, people may not bring sandwiches to the picnic. They may bring cheeses, they may bring crackers. They may bring some pickles and some sandwich and some deli meats. And they have no sandwiches, but yet they are in a picnic. They just prefer not to eat sandwiches. They prefer to eat like the sandwich fillings in a different format. And I honestly believe to condemn anyone for not bringing a sandwich like food item to a picnic as stupid. It is a stupid thing to say. As in many cultures, sandwiches are not the be all or end all when it comes to food from a picnic standpoint. And to use that as a idiom is absolutely stupid. And this can go along the lines of anything. Or they're a bolt short of a Meccano set. They're a couple of rice short of a bag. These measurements are useless. They are fucked up. To be honest with you, they are ultimately fucked up. To say that, you're short of this, that means you're not going to get the full force. And sometimes, if you do have a sandwich and you want to relax in that, there are office workers that do work near a park, and they just bring one sandwich and one drink and maybe like a little snack. They sit outside. They eventually have a picnic, one sandwich, one drink, and and like a little snack or like a dessert. That's their picnic lunch. So, how many sandwiches does it take for someone to have a full picnic? You can have one sandwich, you can have no sandwiches, you can have 128 sandwiches. And any number in between that or above that, it is still a beautiful thing to do. So to say someone is short of a sandwich short of a picnic, is absolute bullshit. You can bring a roast chicken and chips and just sit on a park bench and eat it. You can bring sushi and some melon soda and still have a picnic. A picnic is usually let me just finish off this point by saying that picnics are usually an outdoor meal. So you can have literally barbecue steak and hot potato and roasted potato with roasted vegetables outdoors, and that can still be classified as a picnic. A picnic dinner or a picnic lunch or a picnic breakfast. So, yeah. They're one sandwich short of a picnic is not exactly a saying that one should use to call someone an idiot. And my next point being, not the full ticket. Oh boy. that is the most stupidest thing I could ever think of to have it as a saying. Oh, they're not the full ticket. Saying that literally shows that you prefer to literally beat around the bush by saying, "Oh, they're not a full ticket," and I just found out that saying that they're not a full ticket means that they are not all quite there. It's, to be honest with you, it should not be a saying at all. Like when you go to when you go to the cinema, you show them the ticket and they rip it, and they give you the remainder. And if you have to go to the toilet and you show the ticket stub, you can go back in. So, not being a full ticket means you can still get in after you have to go in. You have to go in. Oh, I have to go to the toilet. Go to the toilet. Do your thing. Show the ticket stub. Then you can go back in. Whoever thought of that saying? I would slap them across the face and call them a fucking idiot. Oh, she's not a full ticket, mate. And what is a ticket? There's... Do you want them to be a traffic ticket where you have to pay? Are they a ticket they can get for for a license? Sometimes that's what a license is called. It's called a ticket. Are you going... is that person going to see a movie or a show? Sometimes you need a ticket to even go and have dinner. Like, you paid for a dinner and a show. You need a ticket for that. So, in what concept is this person short of a ticket? It's an absolutely stupid thing to say. Is this person supposedly have tickets on to say that they have tickets on themselves? That's equally a stupid saying there. It means that they're up themselves. If you think someone's up themselves, tell them that they're up them bloody selves, not say that they got tickets on themselves. For fuck's sake. Oh, he's not a full ticket. Oh, fuck. You know how stupid that sounds? Literally. Next, there's nothing much between the ears. Technically, there's literally nothing much between the ears. There's 2 eardrums. There's tubing to go down to the nose and into the mouth. There's a skull. There's most probably like a protective gelatinous casing, and then the brain. There is literally nothing much between the ears. And if you're talking about it literally, but to use it as an insult, oh, there's nothing much between the ears. Two eardrums, a connecting tube. Physically, there's literally nothing much between the ears. But it's important things that are between the ears. And to say there's nothing, or that person has nothing much between the ears, it is one of the big. It's virtually a dumb thing to say. And it just. Quite a stupid saying. Anyway. There are vital things between the ears. Eardrums so we can hear. A brain for us to think. There's some ducts. Like from the eye, that's connected from the eyes to the nose, but still it's between the ears. Like if you look, like I'm looking directly at you. You hear my ears? Like about here is like the eardrums, the tubes that go to the nose and down to the mouth. And this, like about here is my brain, my skull. So there is quite a lot of, and what goes on between the ears is very important to the rest of the body. And to say that there's nothing much between the ears, are you saying that there is literally nothing? There's hardly anything between the ears? Like the person who says there's nothing much between the ears intelligently is very stupid. And you go, oh, there's nothing much between the ears, mate. What you got to do with that about that? And I'm like, really? You're calling someone who has a mental handicap someone with nothing much between the ears. That is to say, it's like to say they have no brain. Everyone has a brain, but it's all how it's wired that counts. And to say that someone has no brain or very little brain, it's not an idiom. That's a downright insult. That's actually quite a stupid thing to say. And you should literally know the situation before you say something like that. Like my girlfriend, she works with these sort of people. Are you going to say to go up to like a disability place of work and say, oh, all you guys have nothing between the ears or have very little between the ears? You're saying they have very little or no brains. And that is not saying that someone is stupid. That's saying you're literally poking fun at people with mental health problems. And it should never, and that's saying should never be around. Honestly, that saying should never be around at all at this day and age. Because there are people with mental health problems, and it's not their fault. If someone gets bloody drunk and and that, you can say to them, "Oh, you're a fucking drunken asshole," or "You're just a fucked up idiot." But you never use there's very little or nothing between the years, because that is an insult to people with mental health problems. So whoever invented that saying, fuck you to the moon, no, fuck you to Uranus, to do a tour around the sun and go to Pluto and stay there, you dumbass motherfucker. Now the next saying is, the lights are on but nobody's home. Really? To think of something so stupid. Oh, look, they look like the lights are on but nobody's home. There is a time where people do think of nothing. Like they have that blank look on their face. Their brain just needs to rest. For the exception of, and the heart pound, like for the lungs to be to suck in the air and expel the air, and your heart to beat the blood around. For the exception of the major functions, it's fine just to be blank of mind. To be blank of mind, it's to give your brain a rest. Your brain doesn't need to be thinking about a lot of things 100% of the day. Like, just for instance, someone's just, chilling, relaxing. If they are in the park and having that picnic lunch, and it's a bright sunny day, 1 or 2 clouds in the sky, 1 or 2 white fluffy clouds in the sky, and you just look at the clouds, you see the birds fly, you look at the trees, like the trees dancing in the wind. Not even a wind, like a gentle breeze, you could just hear like the little. You hear it. You may hear children playing in the distance. You may hear conversations going on around you. But you don't take any notice of it. It doesn't register what the kid, like the kids playing, saying, "Tag, you're it," or hearing 2 old women who have been friends since they were. I'm talking about women in their late 70s, early 80s, talking about when they were literally -10. They became friends when they were 5 years old, 6, going on 6 years old. They had a huge friendship, and they were talking about what happened in their past. Like, one of them could be talking about, "Oh, remember that man we fought about?" And the other one say, "Yeah, we fought about quite a lot of men in the past." You don't pay much. You just go, "Oh, wow. They must be." You may just have little tiny thoughts about things here and there. "Oh wow, they must really love each other as true mates. If they stay with each other that long, and no man has ever stopped them from being good friends." Or some kids are saying, "Tag, you're in," and they go, "Oh, wow, they must be doing tags. They must be playing a game of tag, and someone's it. Seeing, you can even like see like a little leaf of like a little will-o-wisp. A will-o-wisp is a small tornado with no uh, real power. Like you even just look down and go, and just see like a little, like a little tissue going up in the air, or a napkin flying up, going around in a circle. Go, oh wow, that's beautiful. And your mind snaps, like your mind snaps to another minor thought that pays no attention. But to say the lights are on but nobody's home, how, it's just a stupid thing to say at the time, because firstly, people do have the right to just chill and not have a freaking thought in their heads. And two, to compare someone to a house can be fat phobic, so shut up. Next saying being, next saying being, there must be there is a village, let's see, some village is missing their idiot, or some village idiot is not in their location, or some weird bullshit like that. The To say that is referring that you know that this person is the dumbest person in their area. Over here would say, like over here in Australia, we'll probably say, oh, some suburbs losing, like a suburb is short a stupid person. The same thing, it's bloody ridiculous to have. Even in America, you use the word county, or some counties short an idiot or something like that. To say that is literally factually untrue. You go, look over there. Their town must be like their town, their village, their suburb, their whatever is missing an idiot. Do you know the intelligence population of that person's area? No, you don't. So to say someone's like to say a certain area is missing an idiot is factually incorrect. So you don't know. Firstly enough, you don't know where they come from. Secondly, you don't know the intelligence level of like how high or low certain people are in that area. And thirdly, it's just simply unfactual. You gotta literally know just to say, oh, look at that idiot over there. That is fine. But to say like a certain area has is missing their idiot, really? Like, I could look at you and say you're the dumbest motherfucker of your whole area. But that is a stupid thing to say as well, because I'll just say you're just a dumbass motherfucker. short, to the point. Instead of bringing your area into it. Or, if you're a sports fan, like here in New South Wales, Australia, one of our predominant sports is rugby league. And just to say someone is wearing a Penrith Panthers jersey, that means they come from the West. And to see them trip or fall or whatever. And you say, oh, look at that. The Panthers are losing their fucking idiots. The same thing can be said for an area like in Victoria where they have the Australian rules football or the AFL. They would go, oh, look at that. Essendon, the Essendon Football Club must have lost an idiot then. The same thing, you know. Such a stupid statement without any solid facts, and that is, and just to spew it, is that you're spewing idiots, like being an idiot yourself. So, you know, cut it out. And this is the next one. And the last one for this video is to say someone is thick as a plank. To ask to say someone is thick as a plank is to ask, how long is a piece of string? For planks of wood come in many thicknesses. Thicker the plank, the stronger it is. Strong to hold weight. Or strong enough to, or get a group of them together, they'll be strong enough to hold a plank, different plank that's on top, supporting weight. To say that they're thick as a plank or thick as a brick is pretty stupid, because thick planks and thick bricks are actually quite things that you need in construction. A thick, strong brick does nothing, but many thick, strong bricks hold up walls, hold up floors. Many thick planks of wood are right behind this wall here. The planks of wood here are holding up my ceiling that's over my head. There are planks of wood underneath my feet, well, underneath the chair that I'm on. There are planks of wood in this chair that I am sitting on. There are a couple of planks of wood on this mini table that I have. So planks of wood, thick planks of wood, do have a safety value to them. There's many bricks underneath me, that's underneath the floorboards. Some around the barrier of the house that I'm in has thick bricks holding it up. There are bricks in between where the long planks of wood are literally are on top. So there's many planks of wood and there's many bricks underneath me, around me. Well, many planks of wood that are around me and above my head. And to say someone is thick as a plank of wood they're saying, oh, they're pretty stupid. Or someone's thick as a brick. They're saying that's stupid. But really, so really that saying should be, that the meaning of that saying should actually be changed to, oh look, he actually cares for the people around him, and he must be thick as a brick because he actually thinks about the people around him, that he wants them to be safe, or they're thick as a plank of wood. They want to work together in a safe formation. That shouldn't be a put down. That should literally be a term of endearment. So to say a plank of, they're as thick as a plank or thick as a brick, should actually be used as a term of endearment, not as an insult. And let me just close this this video by saying this: to use an idiom is to be stupid. To beat around the bush isn't nice. Saying the truth of the matter, no matter if it is offensive, it is the right thing to do. So, be simple, be blunt. If someone's an idiot, you tell them they're an idiot. I'm Dragon Barrows, and I shall see you in the next video.